there YouTube, it's Nick with Feeding Fitness. I know it's been forever since I got a recipe video out. It was because I was having the kitchen remodeled. So if you see the kitchen, I didn't move or anything, same kitchen, knocked out a wall, put in new everything. So that's why I haven't done a recipe in forever. So I thought I'd come out with a bang. Here's my take on Quest style protein bars. If you want to make these, you're going to need one special ingredient. Everything else is very easy to get, but the one special ingredient is this stuff, Vita Fiber. Vita Fiber is I'm not going to say it right, it's an isomalto oligosaccharides. They call it IMO fiber, and basically it's what gives you the very sweet and the good texture of those style protein bars without being heavy on the carbs and so high in how they get so high in fiber. Basically, for every 5 grams of this stuff, you have 8 calories, 4 carbs, 3.5 of which are fiber, and that's it. So you do the math, you say, well, 4 carbs, 4 times 4 is a lot more than 8. You know, it's 16. Where are those other calories going? Well, IMO fiber, while it is a type of carb, does not have 4 calories per gram. It has between 1.5 and 2.5. So I'm guessing they round it to 2, and that's how the calorie count on things like Quest bars are so low. So where can you get this stuff? Link in the description. Only one place sells it. If you buy it, buy the 5 kilogram version. Don't buy the 1 kilogram version. You will save money, and there are a lot of other applications to this, and I'll make other recipes using this stuff. But the basic recipe for a basic bar is going to be 35 grams of our Vita Fiber and 25 grams of any protein powder you like. And that's going to make you the base bar. If you do nothing more, you'll have a bar with about 150 to 160 calories, but you can add mix-ins to totally change the flavor. The best part about making your own protein bars is you can make flavors that don't actually exist. And that's what I'm going to do today. We are going to make caramel apple, and we're going to make Oreo peanut butter, because those are 2 flavors you can't buy, so why not make our own? First thing we're going to do is weigh out our Vita Fiber. Now, I always make 2 bars at a time, so instead of doing 35 grams, I'm going to do 70, because this is going to be enough for 2 bars. So I just pour it in the bowl over the scale until it hits 70. Alright, so once you have 70 grams of this, you can pop it in the microwave, and you want to microwave until it just starts to bubble. On my microwave, that's 30 seconds. Yours might take longer or not as long. You could also put this in a pot, heat it until it just starts to bubble, and take it off the heat. I find the microwave to be quicker, and I don't really think there's much of a difference either way you do it, but you just need to heat it up to where it's just barely bubbling. Alright, and we'll take it out of the microwave, go back to our scale, and we want 25 grams per bar, so I'm going to do 50 grams of protein powder. I'm using MTS Caramel Sutra. Pretty good stuff. Okay, and then to make an apple, I'm going to use 20 grams, so 10 grams per bar of just cut up dried apples. Got these at Walmart. And anytime you're going to put fruit into one of these protein bars, like if you were going to make their apple pie bar, which would essentially be exactly what we're doing, but you'd use cinnamon, protein, and spices. But anytime you're going to use fruit, you want to use dried fruit. Don't use fresh fruit because it won't stay. So basically, we just pour it into a bowl and mix. For a minute. So you just want to mix it up really, really well, and it's going to tend to stick to the sides. So just keep mixing, try not to spill it like I'm doing, but eventually it'll all start to incorporate. All right, once it's nice and mixed up and it's going to start to want to stick together, you're going to want to get one of these like flexible material pans, I guess you call it. trays. And we're just going to scoop our mixture in. And then get it all off the spoon here, and then start forming it into a bar. And that's where these kind of pans are nice. Just get your hands in there. That's it. We're going to take that and we're going to put it in the fridge. In about 20 minutes, your bar is done. Now, like I said, this will make two. I'll just cut it in half, or it could make one big ass one. Doesn't matter. So that's really all there is to it. Now, like I said, the base recipe is going to be 25 grams of protein and 35 grams of the Vita fiber. What I'm going to do, I won't show you the process because the process is identical no matter what kind I'm going to make. Now, to make the peanut butter Oreo ones, just going to use peanut butter, cellular protein, the Vita fiber, and I'm going to crush up 3 mini Oreos. I'll crush them up really well and just incorporate them into the mix instead of the apple. And I'll show you the finished one of those. Some other things you can do if you want to recreate like the cookies and cream bar, I would use cellular cookies and cream protein or a vanilla type protein, and then I would crunch up 3 regular mini Oreos or 1 full-sized Oreo, and that will give you that version. And really anything you can think of you can make into a bar. Blueberry cheesecake comes to mind, where you would use vanilla protein powder, 1 serving of Jell-O sugar-free, fat-free cheesecake pudding mix, and serving of dried blueberries. Not even a whole serving, again, probably like 10 grams. Roll that into your mix. So basically, your bars are gonna clock in between 150 to 210 calories, depending on what you put in. If you're putting in stuff like the mini Oreos, it's gonna be higher. If you're using fruit, it'll be a little lower. And really, if you simply take the Vita fiber and the protein and that's all you put in, that still tastes pretty good. Now, I will say that I've only tried this with 3 different proteins. I've used cellular and a couple of different varieties. I've used the one MTS and they both worked great. And then I tried the Phase 8 protein powder I had on hand. It did not make as good of a protein bar as the other ones. And it's a protein blend. So the 2 ways I have tried both worked great. So I don't know if it's a whey protein thing or if it's just something in the Phase 8 that doesn't work well. But you can try whatever protein you have on hand, but these are the only ones I have tried. So let me show you what some of the finished products look like. Okay, they're all done. I made actually 4 different kinds. This is what they're gonna look like. I will cut these in half. This will be, this is 2 bars. If you wanted 1 giant one, this is what you could have. This is the peanut butter Oreo. And they just peel right out. You'll get a little stuck in the bottom, but barely any. This is our caramel apple pie. This one was a s'mores version, and this is cellular s'mores protein powder and half a serving of graham cracker crumbles. And then finally this last one, I haven't actually tasted this one. I have a feeling it's going to be awesome. This is funfetti cellular protein powder and dried blueberries like I was talking about. Smells very good, but I've used all my macros for the day, so I'll have to eat it tomorrow. But I'm really excited to try this one. So as you can see, they're not quite as pretty as a Quest bar, but they're going to taste pretty darn good. Great macros. Macros will vary based on what you use for mix-ins. But again, sky's the limit with what you want to put in these and make out of these. And that, I think, is the best part, that you can just make any flavor you want. So again, link to buy the Vita fiber in the description. This is the only place I know of you can get it from. 35 grams Vita fiber, 25 grams protein, and whatever you want in it. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you make some of these and you come up with a combination that's awesome, let me know in the description below. I'll definitely try it myself. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time.